Hello Virgo, thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Modern Witch Tarot deck by Lisa Sturl. I do have a website for them. Where is it? Here we go. sterlingpublishing.com. So if you wish to see that or check that out, feel free to go check that out. Freeze frame, of course, if you need that information. Supportive Oracle cards, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. There is a website for Colette. There's a picture of Colette too if you want to see what they look like. It's down here at the bottom, ColetteBaronReed.com. Just feel free to freeze frame there if you need that as well. Alright, what do we have for Virgo? My first thought is, don't worry, it'll all work out well in the end. Don't worry. Temperance. Give it some time. Slow and steady wins the race. Virgo works with that fairly well, it seems. To me, anyway, it seems. But when you're dealing... Okay, one more first out. The Lady of Lightning. I don't think that's going to happen, though, is it? Sometimes this is kind of like the Tower card. That just kind of like, is this what you're worried about? Like, I don't want this to happen. And I don't, like, I feel like there's a lot of worries. Like, people moving too quickly, things changing that I can't do anything about. Like, I'm worried about all this. I feel like you're worried about this. Like, there's going to be a quick change. Somebody's going to do what they want. It's because they want it. It doesn't have anything to do with what I want. They want what they want. They don't care what I want. They're going to move things forward, and once they change it, I'm not going to be able to change it back, and it's going to be a quick change. I feel like I'm stressed about this. This is all like the worries. I don't think this is happening. Because of all this stress, though, part of me, I kind of want to walk away from this. I'm kind of like, you know what, maybe I should just call it quits now and just go towards something else before this gets worse. Is it really bad, or is it just stressing you out? Because I feel like the situation is actually good. Because the Eight of Cups is like going from something good to something better. But it's stressing me out that like maybe the best part has already happened and I should just call it while it's still good. Because you're holding it together, but I feel like I'm fed up with holding it together. Because I feel like I'm constantly having to hold it. I'm constantly having to push it back. I'm constantly having to say, listen, I don't want that to happen. And you are very strong when it comes to this, and you have been able to do that so far, but you're like, yeah, but I don't like doing it. I don't think I should have to do it. Can we talk this out? I think it's time to have that conversation before you walk away. And it's funny because I feel like, especially with Virgo, it's not like you're just going to pack up your things and just leave. I don't really see that. That's not usual Virgo energy. But you're starting to really seriously consider it. And once you've convinced yourself that's what you want to do, you will do it. You haven't gotten that far yet, is what I'm getting. I'm getting it's time to speak your mind. Before you make your decision anyway, give the situation a chance. Speak your mind before you make your decision. Because I do very much get, once you've decided what you're going to do, you're going to do it. It's just you're going to start putting the pieces together. Once you start going down that path, you may technically still be on the same road as everybody else, but you're like, yeah, but I'm planning to go to the left up here. Everybody else is going to keep straight, but I'm going to go to the left. And then you're going to start gathering your resources and getting your knowledge together so that way when that turn comes up, you're just going to go. At this point, you're still deciding if you want to do that. So it's time to voice your concerns. Because I feel like the Lady of Compassion is like, people are going to listen to you. And once they realize, kind of like, you're like, hey, I don't really like having to constantly keep this under control for everybody else. I'm responsible for me, but I feel like I'm responsible for everybody, and I'm kind of fed up with it. So if it's going to be like that, I'm starting to consider, leaving this situation altogether. And I'm planning now, and I'm deciding now whether I'm going to do that or not. Because I feel like people are going to take you very seriously. They do not want you to go. They also need to help regulate the situation better. I feel like what you're going to find is everybody else is very happy. And you're like, well, that's not going to shock me because I'm the one who keeps it in line. And of course they're happy because I'm policing everything. Sorry, if I don't know, take it with a grain of salt, but I feel like that's kind of how I'm getting this energy. Kind of like, yeah, I know they like it because I take care of everything, because I make sure everything works out the way it's supposed to. They are very happy, yeah. What they need to do, their challenge card, is they have to start taking up some of the responsibility to make sure everything stays where it's supposed to. You'll do your part. You're not asking everybody to do everything. You're not asking for other people to do everything for you. You're just like, we need to redivide the responsibilities up a little bit. And I shouldn't be doing the work of 5 people. Or, I feel like it's something like that. Like, I feel like I'm doing, I'm doing much more than I should be. We need to reevaluate this. I feel like even if you had to be the point person just to make sure everything was good, as long as you don't have to carry out all of these situations, kind of like, if I don't know why I'm getting a pumpkin reference other than it's like that time of year, but like if somebody else gets the pumpkins, you'll make sure that they got enough and they got the right quality when they bring them back, as long as you don't have to go get them and bring them back. If somebody else is going to cut them up and mulch them up so they can be made into a pie, you'll help with that, and you'll also make sure it's done correctly, that everything's looks the right way. You'll also make sure the right spices are in there. Maybe you'll be even like, let me put the spices in myself, so I make sure that part was done correctly. As long as you don't have to do every little piece yourself, you're like, yeah, I don't mind being a part of the process. In fact, some of the things I'd rather do myself anyway, just so I make sure that that's done correctly. All right, keep going. I feel like if you talk this out, the outcome, see, because people are going to work with you. The outcome is good, but before I get to that, they go from the 9 of Cups to the 9 of Pentacles. It's a happy card, but a more participating card. Because I'm noticing with the 9 of Cups, somebody's sitting here loving how things are going. With the 9 of Pentacles, somebody's working to make sure they keep going well. People are going to be more active. They're also going to be more connected, more invested. I feel like this is actually going to bring the situation up a level. So whatever you were enjoying to begin with, it's like we're getting 5 times the benefit that we used to, because people are participating more. Which you're not against that. I don't see why you would be anyway. When that happens, the reaction on their side is they're very happy. They're happy you're going to stay. And they want to keep you happy because you're a very important part of the success of this situation. You got the 2 of Cups. These are great This is a great match. You like this a lot more, and I feel like you can relax a little bit more. Kind of like, you just got to remind people every now and then. Not like you have to, but just like every now and then I feel like I'm so thankful it works out this way now. Thank you for getting those pumpkins. I'm so thankful to make this so much easier on me. You're just going to remind people that you like this. It's going to stabilize the situation. It's going to take it into a new... It's kind of like when they get the spiral, instead of us continuing in the same circle, we're bringing it up a level, and it's going better, and it's going better. It's stabilizing with the 4 of Wands, the spiral circle thing going on there, spiral dancer. This is 7? Yep. I feel like once it gets into this new level, people are going to get used to that, just like you're used to that, and it will just be like routine after a while, where they just hold up their end of the bargain like they're supposed to, especially because they like the outcome better, and they realize we can't have this higher level of outcome if we go back to the lower level of participation. That's pretty much where that's ending. It's very simple. I don't think we need to kind of like beat that to death, do we? Is there anything I forgot to mention? It's definitely not going to be a quick change, but I feel like Virgo doesn't trust quick changes anyway. It's going to take a while and some work to bring it up to the next level. It's going to take a little time to get it up there. But again, I don't think you would trust it if it just all of a sudden it's perfect. You're like, what? I don't know about that. But especially when Earth, and Virgo's Earth, there's a couple signs that are Earth, obviously. If it goes better in 2 seconds, it can go back to crap in 2 seconds. So that's not good. I feel like we want some stable building. I want to feel like it took a minute to get there, but it's because it took some gradual changes, and now that these changes took some time, it would take a gradual amount of time to undo them as well. It just makes me feel more confident in it. I don't think this is bad. I feel like the fact that it's taking a while for it to really improve, it just in the long run gives you more confidence that it's going to stay there. So I think the slow and steady wins the race when it comes to changes. I do think that's a lot better because I feel like you're just more comfortable with it. Again, because if you can fix it in 5 seconds, you can also break it in 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So, anything else with this? All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.